Hey guys, David Folk here, and I want to welcome you to another Rule School. Today we're talking about hazards. So, question of the day. Do you know what a hazard is? Do you know how to drop, where to drop, the options you have, when to drop when you're looking at the hazards? Go ahead, put those comments down below. We look forward to hearing from you. I try to get to everybody's comment when you're posting, so put them down below. While you're down there, guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and let's go putts around.
Hit the ball! Boom.
Alright guys, today we're talking about hazards, and there are two types of hazards. First one is going to be bunkers, waste bunkers, man-made hazards of that sort. The second portion is going to be water hazard. This is what we generally consider when we say we hit it in the hazard, that's what we're talking about. So today, we're going to be talking about water hazards. We're going to talk about a couple of things about water hazards. Number one, the types of water hazards. Number two, your options when playing out of a water hazard. Number one, what types of water hazards are there? There are water hazards and lateral water hazards. Water hazards are generally staked as yellow stakes running across the hole. So if I'm hitting this way and there's a water stream going this way, this would be labeled yellow. Ones that kind of go laterally or go this way around it. It does not cross the hole, but goes into the hole and cuts back out. That's called a lateral water hazard, and that's usually staked red. Those are the two types of water hazards, and it's important to know the differences between the two because they have different rules. Rule 26-1, we see it is a question of fact whether the ball has been found after having been struck toward a water hazard is in the hazard. In the absence of knowledge or virtual certainty that a ball is struck toward a water hazard but not found, it is in the hazard and a player must proceed in Rule 27-1. That's referring to the lost ball. If a ball is found in the water hazard, or if it is known or virtually certain that a ball has not been found is in the water hazard, whether the ball lies in the water or not, the player may, under penalty of one stroke, proceed under the stroke and distance provision of Rule 27-1 by playing the ball as nearly as possible at the spot from which the original ball was last played, or drop a ball behind the water hazard, keeping that point at which the original ball crossed the margin of the water hazard directly between the hole and the spot on which the ball was dropped, with no limit to how far behind the water hazard the ball may be dropped. So let's show you what that means in layman's terms. So I'm here swinging lefty, and I hit this ball, and instead of hitting a nice great shot at the green here, I end up in the water. I have a couple of options. I can A, tee it up right here again. I can B, go up here, take a drop where it went in, keeping the point between where it went in and the flag in line. So I have to go back this way and hit it right here if this is where it went into the water right here. Or I have the option to take the flag to where it went into the water hazard and go back as far as I want to go in order to hit the ball. That allows you to drop the ball. If there's rough between you and the water hazard, you can bring it back on that line and drop it in the fairway to give you a little bit cleaner shot to hit the green. Make sense?
That was easy.
Tip number 2, lateral water hazards. Part C has additional options available only if the ball crossed the margin of the lateral water hazard. Drop a ball outside the lateral hazard within 2 club lengths of and not nearer to the hole than the point where the original ball last crossed the margin of the water hazard, or a point opposite margin of the water hazard, equidistant from the hole. When proceeding under this rule, the player may lift and clean his ball or substitute a ball. So when you're in a lateral water hazard, you get to do all 3 of the water hazard options as well as 2 more. Here I am again, and we have a lateral water hazard and a lateral water hazard down here. I hit my tee shot and I go boo, and I cross the lateral water hazard right here on this 4th Lego dot right here. According to this lateral water hazard option, I can A, tee it off right here. I can also go up here to where it crossed the margin of the water hazard and drop it 2 club lengths no nearer to the hole from the line of the water hazard. I can also go over here on this side, keeping this line and over here on this side of the water hazard and play it from over there, or I can take where it went out to the flag and go in a straight line as far back as I want. I want to remind you, you can play it out of the water hazard. The most famous instance is in the 2011 FedEx Cup playoff when Bill Haas played it out of the water hazard, which didn't cost him a stroke, and he ended up winning the FedEx Cup and the Tour Championship with that playoff shot. You can always play it where it lies as long as you follow the rules of the hazard. If you decide to play it out of the water hazard, you may not adjust, move, touch, in any way, reshape, or manipulate the hazard. You have to play it as it lies, where it lies, no pulling weeds. You have to try and hit it out of there as best you can without grounding your club. Take your club that you want to take, wade in there, take your swing. Hopefully it ends up well. So guys, I hope the Lego figurines helped you out on what to do with lateral and water hazards to know how to best play there. Sometimes it gets confusing on what to do, when to do it, how to do it. So I hope that helps you out and gives you a good picture of how to drop, where to drop, the rules that allow you to drop specific places. Again, guys, I look forward to hearing your comments down below. Did you know all the rules? Did you know some of the rules? Have you played some of them? Share your experiences on what you tried to do, where you tried to do it. I look forward to hearing those. If you have any more questions, go ahead, post those down below. I try to get to everybody's comments and questions, so please feel free to post them. As always, guys, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up because YouTube likes that. Thanks for watching, and we'll chat with you next time. I'm here, swinging lefty, and I hit this ball, and instead of hitting a nice, great shot at the green here, I end up in the water.